Hello you guys, nice to see you again. I've got some new makeup to try out, so we're going to do that today. So, I'm going to start out with the eyes. I've got this Violet Voss tie-dye for palette. This is what it looks like. Let me take the plastic off. It's just your traditional rainbow palette with it's got some shimmers and some mattes. So, I'm excited to use that. So, I'm going to start out with some eyeshadow primer. What do you like better? Do you like it when I'm zoomed in on my eye, or do you like it when I'm like kind of far off? I think I'm going to do it kind of far off today. Well, by far off I mean this way. But if you like it zoomed in, let me know. And I'll fix my videos to where I usually zoom in, but sometimes people tell me I zoom in too much. So I just like for you guys to really see what I'm doing. I know I have a lot of like imperfections on my face, such as acne and under eye circles and things like that, but I'm not here to be perfect. I'm just here to show the makeup and show how I use it and have fun with it. So I'm going to do kind of a new technique. I don't know how it's going to turn out. So wish me luck. I'm using a technique I basically learned from Emma Fleming. And she's an amazing makeup artist here on YouTube. And she's from Ireland. So, I'm going to take the shade Neon Dye, which is this lime green, and I'm going to build it up. I guess I'll zoom in a little bit. There you go. And I have the Milani eyeshadow primer as a base. I've actually never used Violet Voss eyeshadows before, so we'll see how I like them. So far, this one's pretty sheer. Which is... See, I'm already making mistakes, so I'm not gonna like cut the mistakes out. I'm just gonna show them. She really builds up her colors. And she kind of like wings them out. So I'm going to try to do that. My eye shape might be a little different than hers though. Or I just don't know how to do it right. Yeah, this is very sheer. I think I should have started with a deeper color, honestly. We can always go back in. So I'm going to do this kind of like chit chat style. Right now it's gloomy and rainy where I'm at, so I thought what a perfect time to film a YouTube video. Yeah, it's just been raining like crazy here. And I feel bad because like it's been flooding and everything lately in Tennessee. And some people have had to move out of their homes and had to fix their businesses because of all the flooding. And yeah, I'm really keeping my hearts out for those people. I wish I could help them more. So far this green is just okay. It's not as amazing as my Pinky Rose Cosmetics green in the shade Smash. I think I'm gonna break the rules and I'm gonna do a this is the shade Blue Splash. I hope this picks up deeper. We'll see. It looks crazy right now. Just trust the process. Ideally, I would have done this blue shade first, but I didn't realize that the green was going to be so like see-through almost. But that's okay. What I'm just doing is I'm blending the edges of the blue. And I'm going to go back through and re-intensify that green. because we're losing some of the green with the blend. So take your green brush. It's literally like yellow green, that's funny. But take your brush that you use the green on, and it's called Neon, the blue is called Blue Splash. Now, with neon dye, load your brush back up and go through the edges again. And kind of blend those together. And you're going to really go back and forth with the blend. And you might notice you're going to lose some of that blue. You can go back and re-intensify that as well. Every time you blend two colors together, you lose some of that other color. So I'm just going back in with my brush and with Blue Splash and just re-intensifying it. And I'm going to bring that Blue Splash all the way down here. And there is a lot of fallout, as you can see. I'm getting fallout here, so have some makeup wipes or something handy. Don't do this first. Don't do your foundation first. Okay, I'm gonna go do the other eye right now, and I'll be back for the next part. Then you're gonna take some concealer and you're gonna do a cut crease. Angled brush like this with a spoolie on the end. It's probably really for eyebrows, but now you're gonna go on Emma Fleming's YouTube and you're gonna be like, wow, that's a true professional. Not like being on mine, which is like, wow, there's an amateur. But we try these looks so we can get better, okay? I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm going to set that down right quick with this white shade called Bleach Dye. I'm just setting it down. This is not the shade I'm going to keep. I just don't want my concealer to move around everywhere. And then you're going to notice some like weirdness happening. You go back and blend that. Okay, so for the white part, I'm going to use the shade Pink Spiral, which this is why I bought the palette, was that shade right there. Yes, I bought the palette for one shade, don't judge me. I hope it's as amazing as it looks. Oh yeah, it's as amazing as it looks. Like, wow. And really take your time and pack that on. Quite a flaky shade though, just warning you. This is a very flaky fallout palette. Sorry, I'm like going sideways with my head. I need to stop doing that. Yeah, if you're a big fan of pinks, this is probably the best pink ever. It's very flaky though. Don't say you're not warned. You could probably like spray your brush and get rid of some of the flakes. But I didn't. Okay, then go back in with your brush with the blue on it, Blue Splash. Pink is called Pink Spiral, by the way. And just blend those colors together. And by blending, I mean tapping them together. And it's gonna make like a kind of purple shade. That's what you want. That is so gorgeous. And then I'm gonna clean up under my eyes with the world's crappiest makeup wipe. I have the crappiest makeup wipe right now. I could go grab my good ones, but I'm putting foundation over this, so I can't be bothered. There's the look for now. And then let's get on to the foundation because I desperately need it. Well, primer and then foundation. So for primer today, I'm trying the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. It's in this mint packaging. It's in this mint packaging. Kind of hard to read, but you get the deal. And then it actually comes out like a gel. That's a green gel. I don't know if you can see that. And it's sticky. And I think it's supposed to grip your foundation onto your face. So far, I've only used it once, so I haven't really formed an opinion on it. It smells bomb. It smells like mint chocolate chip ice cream to me. It says on the back, let's see, apply evenly to face prior to makeup application. Once applied, wait 30 seconds before applying makeup. Yeah, that's all it says. So do I still have the packaging? Oh, here's the packaging. It says, hydrating vanilla mint scented jelly primer. This unique jelly texture works like glue to grip makeup to ensure it stays put. Infused with hyaluronic acid and antioxidants, your skin will be looking its very best. Ooh, that's neat that it's got hyaluronic acid in it. Didn't know that. I did wait 30 seconds before I used it, before I put my foundation on last time. So, I mean, it was okay. I don't think I liked the foundation I was wearing at the time. Like, it didn't stay. I was wearing this L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, and it kind of came off my face. And I wasn't even wearing a mask or anything. But, like, I think the coverage is too sheer on this one alone for me to like it. So, and the foundation I'm going to be testing out today is the Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation, full coverage, SPF 18. And it's in this type of packaging. And I got the shade Fair Ivory 800. Hopefully it's a good match for me. We shall see. And I'm just going to use this little blender today. And I'm just going to spritz it with my e.l.f. Energizing Facial Mist. Because I'm too lazy to go get some water. But it stays pretty small. And yeah. I think I'm going to dot it around my face and then apply it. No, I'll apply it from the sponge. Feels pretty liquidy. I don't know how much of this to use. I may have gotten out too much. I got some of it in my eyebrow just now. That's lovely for me. It's very liquidy. I'm getting it all over the place. Okay, I got it all over my hands, but whatever. You know, I don't really like this sponge, but I don't have any of my other sponges clean. Sometimes you just have to roll with it. I do not recommend this sponge. I think I got it in an e.l.f. kit. So far, it is looking pretty full coverage. Got out way too much. Continue to watch me struggle to blend in, and I still got all this on the other side of my face. Don't do 2 pumps. Do 1 pump. You should think I know that by now, but you never know. I just always think light coverage with CoverGirl. I don't know why. I'm like, yeah, they say full coverage, but Do they really mean that? I think I'm used to the old days where everything was medium coverage. Nothing was light or full coverage. I do have some blemishes over here I'm trying to cover up. You can just see a little bit of redness peeking through, but nothing crazy. So far, despite this awful sponge that is way too small, it looks good. This sponge, I did not blend my nose very well. I feel like I have to do twice the amount of blending with this sponge. I'm just finding little places where the sponge didn't blend well. It's not the foundation's fault, I don't think. Okay, so far, so good. We'll see how it wears. I'll update you. Right now it is 9:58 in the morning. You probably can't even see that. 9:59, so it's about to be 10 o'clock. So we'll just say 10 o'clock. So I'll try to do some check-ins. Well, we'll have time to do check-ins in this video. I will try, if I don't do check-ins, I will update in the description box, so check there. And then I'm going to use a new concealer. I got the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is not new to you, it's new to me. I got it at the Sephora VIB sale. I've heard great things about this, so hopefully it works great. I don't know about the shade. This is the lightest shade they had. It's called Light 1 Chantilly. So the doe foot, I'm used to a much bigger one because I'm used to Tarte Shape Tape. Let me get my little blemishes. And I'm going to use a different sponge that's not dirty on the top. It's dirty on the bottom, but okay, they covered pretty good. I would say it's not as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape, which I'm sure you guys already know. You guys probably already know a lot about this concealer if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, but I don't know that much about it, but all I know is that Taylor Wynn uses this and then she doesn't powder underneath her eyes, which I think is crazy, but it does set down more than like the Shape Tape would, so I can kind of see how she wouldn't powder. But I'm still going to powder, so that's what I'm about to do actually. So I'm going to powder, and then my blush and bronzer is not new, so I'll be right back. Okay, I just finished up my makeup. This is the final look. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. Just ignore that. But I really liked this palette, the Tie-Dye 4. Some of the shades that I used, such as the green, were a little bit like transparent, so just keep that in mind. But so far so good. On the shimmers, I liked in here for sure, the ones I've tried. This foundation, I'm gonna update you how I like it. I gotta wear it some more. So far so good. It looks pretty good so far, but it's easy for it to look good when you first put it on. So we're gonna see if it's really a 24-hour. Well, I'm not gonna wear it 24 hours. I'm probably gonna only wear it about 8 to 10. But and so the only thing I put on my lips is my Project Pan lip gloss, the Fenty Beauty in the shade Confetti. And then I just put on some blush, bronzer, just stuff I already have. The Burt's Bees Blush and Shy Pink and the Take Home the Bronze that you've seen a million times. Yeah, I just use the same stuff over and over again. But so far I'm liking the Mint Melt primer. That was good. It's like a gripping primer, so I don't know if it's like the Hydro Grip, but it's gripping. So I didn't really like the NARS. This NARS concealer and Radiant Creamy Concealer, that's what it's called. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. It kind of lifted whenever I put my brush over to, like, I powdered it and it was fine, but then when I bronzed and blushed, it kind of lifted and now it looks reddish. So I wouldn't necessarily say this is good for blemishes. Underneath the eye, it looks good. I wish the shade was just a tad bit less yellow, but I'm still gonna use it. And yeah, and I didn't really do anything to my brows. I guess I could put some e.l.f. Wow Brow through them in the shade Brunette. Let me do that. I always forget brows. I don't necessarily like the brows sticking up look, and my brows, luckily I have a good amount of them naturally. But this just kind of darkens them. And yeah, so what I'm going to do today is probably go to a bookstore. And yeah, we'll see how it wears. Thank you so much for watching.